PayPal so they can get paid. Now, you saw the show already when I talked about this book, What I Wish I Said, Confessions of a Columnist. Jaime Watt authored it. It's a bestseller list. And he joins me right now because some of the themes that you explore, and you've been in politics for almost your whole life. People are talking about the polarization of politics in Canada. Is it going to continue, or are we going to have some salvation from identity polarized politics?
It's a really interesting question, Stephen, because as much as we're seeing a polarization in Canadian politics, it's not reflective of Canadians. You know,
that's true.
I was in Newfoundland the other day, had a great night in Kitty Bitty, met some Newfoundlanders who took us into their home, and we spent the whole night listening to them tell us that there weren't politicians today representing how they felt. And they represented the great middle, that really Canadian point of view where we're responsible fiscally. We take account of our responsibilities for defense around the world,
right.
But we don't want anyone left behind. We want to take care of those who are less fortunate than us.
That's very Canadian.
Very Canadian. And you know, everywhere I've gone selling this book, because you know, if you write a book, you got to go sell it. People have said the same thing. Where is that middle ground? So I do think there's going to be a selection because people are thirsty for it. And at the moment, the dynamic is the politician doing something different. I think they're going to come around.
Of course, when you were in Kitty Bitty the other night, my parents were Newfies, as were grandparents for many generations. Did they talk about Joey?
Not anymore.
Oh, gosh, we were with Newfies.
Now they're talking about the greatest prime minister Canada ever had?
I'm not sure.
Robert Stanfield.
Never had. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't get that. You're absolutely right on that one. So,
until he was, and then he would have been a bum.
So, you know, that terrible picture of him with the football in Toronto, that did it in that campaign. It was
after catching more than 20 before.
Absolutely. Anyway, so you're saying to people watching, aside from buy this book, is that we are not going to be subjected to this kind of polarized identity politics forever if somebody wants to get elected.
Right. I think it's working right now for a series of reasons, which we don't have time to talk about. But I don't think it's going to work forever. And I don't think it's going to work forever because that is not the natural resting place of Canadians.
You're absolutely right. And it's not the natural resting place of some politicians you talk about in this book.
Wow. I think that's a cue to read the last 4 chapters of my book.
Not chapters, we don't
maybe
time for that.
4 paragraphs. My last 4 paragraphs go like this. In the late Paul Dewar's final statement to Canadians, he told us he saw his illness as a gift. I never truly understood his words until I was lying by myself in an ICU bed with an IV in each arm, but now I do. The finest gifts fill you with a sense of awe, humility, renewed purpose, and today I have a new life because the man I love risked his own. You can't quantify this feeling of gratitude, or touch it, or hold it in your hand. You can live out your life with humility and renewed purpose and awe. You can give back, you can tell your story, and you can keep the gift alive.
Jaime Watt, great words. 3 minutes and a few seconds. Liberties and freedom of speech are under attack in Canada like never before. So let's keep this discussion on the air. PayPal, write a check, and please include your address so I can write a thank you letter to you. And ask your friends, please subscribe. It's important to keep this on the air. And thank you.